Hello, my name is Larry King, and this is Pooh Bear. And the purpose of this video is to introduce you to this channel. First of all, I've got several different playlists, but the purpose here is Dispersed Camping up in Roosevelt National Forest. A little background about myself. First, I want to put on a little Western music. Yeah. Hopefully that's not too long to get annoying. Okay, so we got some Western music going here. I was born in Colorado. My grandfather was homesteaded in Wyoming, so we go way back, and I've been a camper all my life. And when I was back in New York, I had a career at Fordham University for over 40 years, and during that time, a lot of that time, I had a mountain camp up in Bear Mountain State Park, where I would accumulate things in the woods, off the trail, and had a few luxuries in there, but at any rate, I've always enjoyed that. Just about my personality, I just thought of a story. I used to backpack in with my brother, who is a true fisherman. It could be a rainy day, rainy weekend, no bites. I wake up early in the morning at dawn and he's gone, and I look out the tent and he's out on the point fishing, you know. Well, that's a real fisherman. Someone who fishes even when they're not catching anything. For me, I'm not a fisherman. I love to catch fish. If they're not biting, I'd rather go build a campfire and do some cooking. Okay, so that's the kind of thing I like in camping. Okay, so long story short, when I retired here to Fort Collins, Colorado, I started helping family and friends camp up in Roosevelt National Forest, and I started adding more and more comfort, and so that's when I ended up with this service that I offer to anyone who needs help camping up in the forest. Let me just give you a little bit of an overview of the services that I offer. First of all, there's thousands of beautiful campsites in Roosevelt National Forest. I know some beautiful ones, so one of the things I can do is help you select the best site and then set up base camp. So for, say, a family of 4, one tent, sleeping bags, pads, and a kitchen gazebo and a bathroom tent, that would be one service level, like $500 for a week for that setup. Okay, then we start adding things. Of course, if you have group camping, you can just simply add more tents. All right, if you go more toward the honeymoon, which is what I've really specialized in, or a romantic vacation in nature, then I've added the 20-foot bell tent, and it's white canvas. When you're sitting in the tent and looking up, it's like architecturally pleasing, I guess you could say. It's beautiful, and even more so in a rainstorm. A heavy rainstorm, you know you're sitting in the middle of the rain because you can hear it, but yet you're dry. It's just a beautiful experience. So the tent is royal. The next big focus is the bed. Okay, it's not your normal camping bed. First of all, you're not putting sleeping bags on a bed. This is it's a California King bed with I forget the name of the mattress, but a nice mattress. It has a nice memory foam mattress, and it is preheated with electric blankets, and then you got and that's underneath your underneath your topper. It's heated. Okay, then you've got your sheets. I've done my best to give you creme de creme, so I have it's Egyptian cotton and been washed and very, very soft. I recommend that people bring their own pillow, because I know when I used to travel, being in a strange bed is bad. So I've made the bed good, but I know at least let me know what kind of pillow you want, because that's the only thing. I've got nice pillows, but I want to make sure you get what you want. All right, so you got the bed. Now on top of that, it gets chilly in the morning in the mountains, even during the summer. So basically I've got 2 goose down comforters, really premium goose down, and then a beautiful bedspread that goes on the top of that. Most of the time you can't sleep with all that, it's too much. Okay, but what I'm just saying is on chilly you got nice bed to sleep in, preheated. So I've done the best that I can. On that bed, just for fun, let me just tell you, one of the hardest things that I worked on was having a headboard. Everything that I was working for would be without a headboard. I can't sleep that way with my pillows going off the edge, so I had to have a headboard, so I had to build my own, buy the right equipment, experiment, and so now I've got a beautiful headboard with this beautiful bed. All right. Another thing about the tent is it's carpeted throughout. First of all, the floor is insulated. I actually put in these, checkered insulation pads. Then it's carpeted, so the purpose is you can walk around in your stocking feet in this tent almost all year round. Okay. The next thing in terms of the tent is just that it's really open. You've got some seating areas that can make into a bed. You've got a little kitchenette. When you get into the Honeymoon tent, I bring in a lot of power. I use solar-powered lithium batteries, very expensive batteries, but I can, gives me electricity for things like the bed. And also, when needed for short periods of time, I can do 110. I can run a microwave. We've got a little Keurig coffee maker in the tent, little kitchenette, okay? We have to watch out that we don't keep food in the tent though because of the bears, but we'll go through safety instructions later. So anything else about the tent? Well, we also have, DVDs, movies at night if you want that type of thing. Heat, I do have a pellet stove and I've got propane stoves to keep the tent nice and toasty, okay? All right, now let's move to the kitchen gazebo. Again, at the Honeymoon level, you're gonna have hot and cold running water. In the gazebo, you got a double sink. So that can also use as like a hand washing station in camping. You're always, need to wash your hands. So you got a nice place to, washing station there. And that same hot water source then gives you a hot shower. So I've got it's a double shower tent with a shower at whatever temperature you like, 104 to 110 degrees. So let's talk a little bit about that shower. First of all, in camping, a lot of times you'll have a shower tent with a little solar shower and it kind of comes out, just dribbles out, which is great. That's a luxury when you're out in the woods, Sometimes it can be a little too hot in the sun or a little too cold but it's still a luxury. Well, here I want a full force spray, which I have because of the pump that I use. And I want that temperature just the way you want it. All right, so that's what I have. And so the whole heating mechanism, I have invented a hot water tank out of this big rendering pot. And I got a wok cooker as my heater. So I heat up, 15 gallons of water, which is plenty for a shower, to whatever temperature you want. And, it is raised to that temperature. And so you're ready to roll. Another layer of service is if you don't want to do the cooking or you don't want to do all the cooking, I love to chip in with some gourmet cooking right in the campfire. We can also do some Dutch oven cooking, which I think is fun. I think all this is fun. So water supply system is very common sense one. At a slightly higher elevation to where we pitch our camp, I have a 30-gallon tank, which I fill because you can't move it with water at that location. That gives us gravity flow down to the sink cold water and also to the hot water tank. Okay, so that's our water supply system. Kitchen gazebo is full blown. It's got everything you need for storage and cooking. Coleman stove. In addition, I've got the Blackstone grill that's great for steaks, breakfast, fajitas. So great cooking equipment, and we plan out a menu, and any way you want to cut the cake, you can have a tremendous experience in nature. So I could go on all day, but I won't. Okay. Okay, wrapping this up. If you need any information, you let me know, and if you need help picking a site and setting up camp, I'm more than happy to help. You just send me a message, and the best way is to email me and then text me that you sent me an email, because I don't always check my email. Okay, things are a little relaxed at that end of the business model. Okay.